Okay, so I want to talk about saving your document in Illustrator. In order to save your document in Illustrator as an AI file, you should be able to select all of your work. You should be able to click on it and see all the different shapes that you've drawn in this document. Your text, if you're sending it to me, needs to be turned into an outline, meaning you need to select your text, go to Type, Create Outlines. That way, if I don't have your font, I can still see your text and it looks perfect. Next, you'll go up to File, Save As, and right here it should already be saved as an Adobe Illustrator file. It should say AI, okay? If it's on Mac, it'll say the same thing. It'll just say Illustrator. You'll need to choose where you want to save it, and then on a Mac it'll say where. So desktop or downloads, wherever you want it. And then you'll hit Save. That'll create, and if you've already got it there, it'll ask if you want to replace. I'm going to hit yes. It'll open up the Illustrator options. You just hit OK. Now when that comes up, what you're going to do is go to where you saved it, and that's your AI file. That's what you would turn into me. Now, to save it as a JPEG, you would go to File, and instead of Save As, you would go to Export, Export As. And in fact, let's just talk about it for a second. If I go to File, Save As, and I click Save as Type, I have a few different types in here. So if I need an SVG or a PDF, they're here. But if you don't see the file type I'm asking for here, instead cancel out, go to File, Export, Export As. And you'll probably see that file type here. That's where JPEG is. Now anytime you're exporting, you want to click this Use Artboards. What an artboard is that square, that white square that you drew on originally. So if I cancel out of this and I move this to the side, it's this white box. So you're going to use artboards every time you export because it's going to save multiple documents here. I'm going to click Use Artboards, and if I have one artboard, it'll create one JPEG. If I have 10 artboards, it'll create 10 JPEGs, one for each. If I don't click Use Artboards, it's just going to save them all on one, and it's going to look like a mess. So use Artboards. Export, and then hit OK right here. That'll create your JPEG. Now, if you go here and you look and you have a box in the middle of your document for some reason and you can't click on anything, the whole thing's flat. This isn't your Illustrator document. This is a JPEG or some flat version that you've made of this. You're going to need to go back in and find your AI. So go to File, open Recent Files, and look for one that ends in AI or AIC. These are your Illustrator documents or your Illustrator Cloud documents, and these should allow you to save your Illustrator document correctly. Now, if you have any more questions than that, reach out.